We're gonna get rid of everything that isn't Knight of Anointment because we're gonna draw the equality off of the Knight of Anointment, so we don't really need that. We're just gonna try to like hard search for city tax, so that way we can get rid of their first build or first big board and then try to stabilize from there. They play a peasant, fine. Flight of the Bronze isn't what I'm looking for. I'm gonna play this. They could hero power kill the 1/1, keep their peasant alive, and just continue to draw cards, which would not be great. Igor, how old are you? How old do you think I am? I like playing that game because I get a wide range of answers. I've been asked if I'm 16 all the way up to like 40, so I feel like both of those had to have been troll answers, but you know, it's still cool. I'm gonna coin out Bronze Explorer. And then I guess I can go Time Warden. As much as I like Brasswing and I think it's actually insane, I can't keep it. Because I'm not going to survive until turn 10. I'm just not going to make it that far. So we have to get rid of it. They're going to trade. I heal up a little bit. So that way they can pump up the Vizier. They have to get a free damage card, though, to kill off the 3/1. If not, I'm able to kill the Peasant, which is really, really nice. How peculiar. How odd. I play you, I trade here. I end up healing a little bit more. If you were going to go face, you might as well have killed it off if you weren't able to kill it with the card that you generated. But sure, whatever floats your boat. I'm going to have to save Equality City to...
Now more than ever.
Oh no. I'm going to have to kill off the 2/5, so I'm going to have to play the Whelp. I could play the Daring Drake. That's 5. Yeah, let's play that. Let's kill this off. 5. It's not bad. This goes here. They get a 1/1 out of it. It's not the biggest deal in the world. We can play the Whelp as well as Amalgam. I said this before just a couple of games ago, but this Time Warden buff was the worst. Like, I genuinely think it was one of the worst buffs ever. But it's, like, not a super notable card, so it's not really, talked about. At least right now. Like, obviously they might come out with another 4-mana dragon, and they might get some, like, extra value out of it. That's something that could end up happening. But the problem is, in its current state, making it a 3-mana 3/4 did nothing. Absolutely nothing to change it. Do I leave the 4/4 alive? I think the answer is yes, I do leave the 4/4 alive, because I'd rather kill the wider board so they're not able to do as much damage to me. Deathwing turn 10? No, I'd rather take a Nixie. No, I think Deathwing turn 10 actually is better here. Because, like, I'm not going to make it to turn 10, but they gave me nothing but really expensive cards anyway, so might as well. I don't want to waste other city tax. And by other city tax, I mean the one I have in my hand. But, I mean, if they flood the board, Equality City Tax might just have to be my answer here. They're trading. I'm okay with that. Equality City Tax. And then I kill off the 2/5, and whatever Trog happens to also still be alive at the time. I mean, I have to save it for Marogar, but I have Knight of Anointment to give me another equality the next turn, so I guess it's fine. I guess what I could do is go bonk here, so that way they don't get an extra thingamabob. And then they only get 2 little 1/1s. Yeah, I think that works. Go City Tax, kills everything off. I heal 4, well, I guess 3 really. And then we go U. We get the other equality, which is what we wanted. We'll go Flight into Bronze Explorer, maybe something else, unless we get something really good off of Flight, in which case we can play that. Hey, Lauren, thank you for the 10 gifted. Much appreciated. Son of a... Hopefully they low roll. I mean, it's not a particularly high roll. You're really good. I'm going to need you for later. We'll go Boom into Boom. Getting the, oh, god damn it. This is so good for them. I'll take you, I guess. We'll play Anachronos next turn into Kazakus. I'm actually just dead. There's nothing I can do. They pump up all of their minions, and that's GG. They trade this here, and then that is an endless amount of damage because they didn't have another city tax, and I had too few mana to play Anachronos. I mean, I'll take the Whelp because I already have a thing. Maybe they don't have Grave Strength, right? Maybe they don't have Grave Strength. They don't have Grave Strength. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I can play Anachronos next turn and get myself at least 1 turn here. Buy myself a turn. I've got a 4/4 lifesteal minion, so like, why would you hit like the... Oh, you want your minions to die to get more concoctions. Great. I don't know. Anachronos into Kazakhstan into Deathwing probably makes the most sense to me. So they didn't have Grave Strength. Okay, this is not good. It's far from good, but it's not game losing yet. We're not dead. And that's all that really matters. We can play you into Flight of the Bronze. Get myself a 5/5 taunt minion to keep me alive for a bit. Onyxia, I guess, is fine. I mean, Bronze Explorer is probably better because they're going to play Deathwing and it's going to destroy everything regardless. But I guess Raid Boss Onyxia gives me an alternative late game play as opposed to Deathwing. But you're coming down next turn because the only way we can win is if we can get some really big treasures. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe I have to play Amber Watcher here to try to stay alive. Kazakhstan might be greedy, but like, when else am I gonna play Kazakhstan? I have to play it, right? I have to play Kazakhstan, because if I don't, I'm gonna get outvalued. We got another Anachronos, which is nice. Actually, that might be too much damage. We might actually still have to play School Teacher. Oh, I hate this so much. Order in the court to draw out Lightforge Cariol. I don't mind that. I actually like it a decent amount. We'll kill off this because it keeps pumping things up. We'll take Lightforge Cariol and then hit here, and then we can go Equality plus Cariol next turn. If they have Grave Strength, that's 1, that's 7 plus 12 damage. That is exactly lethal if they have it, but there's a chance they don't have it. You run Sylvanas? Why? Why though? I'm so confused. They're emptying their board so that way they can get value, but I think they misplayed this game very badly. I mean, they get their board back, but it's okay. We go Equality, or last of them, into this. Last of Us. Aha. I didn't hit them in the face for 2. It's a bit of an oops, but it's fine. We'll play Kazakhstan next turn with the pump. Probably Anachronos before Deathwing. And then hopefully that's enough to win the game. Dude, that Scourge play was insane. Mirogar, when they end up drawing it, is going to destroy me. I stopped playing. I stopped paying attention. I'm so sorry. I stopped paying attention to chat. I will admit I got a little bit tilted because this is the 3rd Unholy Death Knight in a row that I played against. And it's just something that this deck struggles against. It's just not great at dealing with these decent boards, you know? I mean, I guess it could be Onyxia here. But again, I need to play Kazakhstan before Mirogar comes down. We lose very little for this, and we have good healing. So let's go boop into... Okay, not bad. Into boop. And then we'll just probably go face and ignore the 1/1. You're awesome. You're passable. You're pretty good, but you're the only way I can kill off a giant board of minions, but you having a ton of taunt is really good as well. But I think killing off minions is better than taunt. I already take half damage. I'll take you because I think that maybe if I can get a board of stuff, maybe it'll be okay to destroy a minion. Like, we just have to go full control mode here and just slowly hit them in the face. Canopy Jars, or Canopic Jars is there for mostly Wax Rager. And maybe in combination with, oh boy. With Onyxia if we can get her to survive for a while. I think maybe the Canopic Jars should have been something different. I'm actually going to go look back and see what I could have taken instead of it. Because I also think I took something instead of, yeah, I took the Staff of Scales over Annoyo Horn, and considering I already had Vampiric Fangs, I guess that was probably a mistake, because I already had a decent amount of removal. I think double Amber Watcher makes the most sense to me here. It heals me up a decent amount. It could also just be 1, and then place you and heal up 8. And just chill for now. Vampiric Fangs will kill the 5/5. And then go face. We heal up all the way to full. The 8/10 is a fairly beefy minion that will be somewhat hard to kill. I'm just hoping I don't have to discard a Wax Rager, because the infinite value from the Wax Rager and the good value from the Staff of Scales is really the only way I can win this game. Spamming the Glug emote, appreciated. No. No, 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 no. No way.
In my name.
I think this has to be a Deathwing turn. Oh, that sucks. No, it can be a Staff of Scales turn. Thank goodness for that. Staff. And then it's gonna go just across the board. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. And then I want to kill off the 7/4 so I take less damage. Oh, I don't want to take Deathwing or Onyxia. I don't want to take any of them. Oh man, the only one that I like, I want it to hit the most is Amber Watcher. Oh, I hit Onyxia. I guess that's fine. That means we get to play this and then hit face for 8 and then hit him with this, which I guess is okay. We still have Deathwing and Anachronos if they play Marrowgar. So it's fine, I guess. And we can play the... Okay. Not the biggest deal in the world yet. Hold up. Or how old are you? We guessed. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. I stopped looking. 23, 25. Yeah, I'm 23. I'm gonna be turning 24 this year. So I'm like right in between the 23 and 25. You guys are spot on. That was a good one. That was a good answer. I'm missing lethal. Draw 4 cards? Dear God. Okay. Staff of Scales wins me the game. Wax Rager does not win me the game. Hero Power. I'll play you. This goes here. This goes here. This goes face. Do I want to play the Plague Spreader? Yes. You might be wondering why. The answer is simple. Playing that gets me a little bit of extra pressure on the board. I don't really care if I lose anything else at this point. It doesn't matter. Marrowgar comes down. It was the last card in his hand. That is a huge board. My God. But this is what Deathwing and Anachronos are for, as well as Scale of a Staff of Scales. So I'm fine. The game's fine. We win. Immaculate hair, Ecore. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
No mistakes.
Make no mistakes. I'm surprised that we actually beat an Unholy Death Knight. I think the changes we made to make it 30 cards instead of 40 cards so we can more consistently draw Equality City attacks was very good. Okay, looking at this opening hand, I like having 3 drops. I don't think I need 2 3-drops, so I think I'm gonna get rid of one of them. The question is it Amber Watcher or Bronze Explorer? I like keeping the Bronze Explorer because it can get me a 4-drop if I don't happen to draw Daring Drake or School Teacher. Time Warden could also be a decent card to play on 3 if I draw something else. Probably it's better to play turn 4 though, because it curves into Amber Watcher and a Nyxian Warder. If I draw a Nyxian Warder, it's insane. Lightforge Cariel, not bad. Do I want to just play Amalgam of the Deep for nothing? The answer is no. They didn't play anything turn 1. They're not being too aggressive, so I don't really feel the need to force an Amalgam out. Whereas in other matchups, like an aggro matchup like Unholy Death Knight, I would feel the need to play it. Zeddy was talking about a small rumor about Syndragosa being added to the next mini set. That would be pretty cool. I would be pretty happy with that. I would be pretty happy. We're gonna take probably you. Actually, that sounds not bad. Curves out on turn 5. Well, no, we're already gonna play this and this together on turn 5. So maybe we take... No, we'll still take that. It's still the best all-around minion. 9 mana is too expensive. Fairy Drake kind of sucks. This is at least playable in a couple of different situations. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I hope I get involved in the mini set in some way. I hope someone reaches out and they're like, hey, do you want to do like a card reveal or do a little like exclusive stream or something? That would be nice. That would be cool. Would definitely love to be involved in anything Blizzard related at this point. Throw me a bone. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be you. Even though you're not the greatest now for 4. I mean, I could do that and then just play Flight of the Bronze, but at this point I might as well just wait until turn 7. Then we're gonna play you. We're gonna play you on turn 7, like I said. I really wish that this was like a weaker ability. Like Mana Thirst 4, but summon a 3/3 Drake with Taunt. I think overall that would be a lot better. The reason why I say this is because unless they come out with some good 4-drop dragons, right now there's really only one 4-drop dragon that's decent. If they come out with another good 4-drop dragon that curves out of this like Time Warden into something else, it would be cool. But the problem is if you play on turn 3, most of your dragons and other stuff are like 3 or 5. So making this 3 mana curving into turn 4 just felt really, really weird. We're gonna play this. We're gonna get 2 Rush Divine Shield minions and double trade into this. It's pretty good, I would say. It does end up killing off the 2/5. But yeah, all I'm saying is like, it's just so weird. The change of making it a 3 mana 3/4. Like, I would have kept it at 4 mana because it actually has better 5 mana things that it curves into. It feels weird being 3 mana unless, like I said in the mini set, they come out with another 4 mana dragon, or they come out with a small like 2/1 little like 1 mana dragon, which would be kind of cool. And then you could play like a 3-drop with a 1-drop, or you could play like Alliance Bannerman +1 and you could still get some value out of it on turn 4 or something. It would feel so much better. Saber, sure. We will probably have to destroy one of these things, that's fine. Daring Drake, okay. Boom, kill us off, it'll have 5, and then also Amalgam to discover a new dragon. We don't get the Divine Shield, which is sad. We'll take Kazakhstan. I like having Kazakhstan, the sooner we're able to play it, the better. But I think maybe we play Carriel on 8 just to get that setup going. It really depends on what they play, though. Turn 7 is definitely going to be Flight of the Bronze and RegisKillbin, though. Is school teacher transsexual? I don't know. I don't know the lore. I have no idea. Ecore, love your lives. Love your vids. Hope you're having a good day. Well, thank you so much, Leonardo. I feel like you were talking to me yesterday about a deck, or maybe it was somebody who had a very similar name, and I was a little bit rude to you the other day. Or maybe you asked me a question, I was kind of rude in my response. I was just having kind of a bad day. I lost a decent number of games. It was not pretty. Let's summon a dragon and get you into this. Seems good. Or it could just be Bronze Explorer into this and see if we can find like more resources. Because if I take Time Warder, that means we're gonna have to play Kazakhstan turn 8, which might not even be that bad because we're gonna be in a winning position on the board. Yeah, we can do that. Then we're gonna go boom into boom. Deal 3, push more damage face. And then I think we could just play Kazakhstan next turn. I think that would genuinely be pretty good. Unless we draw like a 3-drop dragon and we could play a 5-drop and a 3-drop, in which case maybe we don't. My only worry about playing Kazakhstan this early is that if we get offered bad treasures, we're kind of just doomed. Fury for 1 mana seems interesting. They're probably gonna no, they've already played 2 Teeth of Nefarian. They would not be able to destroy this. Interesting. How much damage do we have? If I play Carriel, I mean, that just does 4 more damage and puts him on a clock. It still might be Carriel. It still might be a Carriel play. We get Alliance Bannerman. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking maybe it is Carriel. Or maybe it's Bannerman into another minion. I think we're just going to continue to flood the board here.
Really? It's not too
We're just going to... Okay, we drew the other Kazakhstan. That's kind of insane, actually. But yeah, we're pretty close to being able to win the game here. Like, if they play Scabs, or Twisting Nether, or Whirlpool, those are really the only options I think they could have. It could be a Whirlpool or Twisting Nether. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I play Kazakhstan now, though. Puts me in a decent spot. Both of them are 9s. We'll just play this one. What do I want? Vampire... No, Infinite Value is pretty good. We already have some healing. I mean, 2 mana removal is not the worst. I guess it's fine to have. Boom. Love those. I'm not sure if I like any of these options because this is just a bit too expensive for my taste. But I'll take this. And then we'll take Banana Split. No, we'll take Scales. Removal. Mostly because I'm worried that maybe they could, what's it called? Oh, I should have traded City Tax. Oops, my bad. It's actually kind of a mediocre misplay. Because I had one. I thought I only had 8. That's my bad. I trolled. But yeah, I don't know. We already had damage, and we already have a thing to develop the board. I think Staff of Scales to just protect myself and make sure I don't die is probably better. Hopefully they didn't top deck a removal spell. Oh, that's so bad. So let's go with City Tax. Into Cariel, and then we hit the 6-4, so this loses some damage. And then next turn we can play a couple of things. Maybe we can go like Hero Power into this, or Hero Power into this, depending on what we need to do. We don't really need to play the other Kazakhstan yet. Dr. Boom's Boombox is pretty solid and potentially doing damage, but they didn't Shadow Step Astelar. This could still end up being really bad for me. Scabs, fair enough. They're not playing Astelar, which I personally think is a mistake. I think they should have tried to force Astelar out there. I'm hoping that I get Boombox off of this. We do get the Boombox. Okay, we will Hero Power, hit face, play the Boombox. Lots of things are gonna die. I could have played the Wax Rager, but I would have lost a boom. Nah, I should have probably played one. Should have probably played this one because it's infinite value. Would have been 5 damage guaranteed to their face unless they have silence of some sort. Diamond meta is the worst, facing 50% Death Knights over 20 games. Yeah, I think Unholy Death Knight is quite strong right now, but I also don't think that it's that strong. It was just recently buffed. Yeah, I know that you were gonna gain armor. Are they gonna Shadow Step their 5? They might Shadow Step their 5 to gain some more armor. Or something else, perhaps? Sleight of Hand, yeah, I knew that they were gonna do something like that. Trickster. Light Bomb. Everything dies. As long as they don't all do 1 damage or 2 damage, we're fine, right? Are you kidding me? Okay, thank goodness. When I saw the first like 4 do 1, 1, 2, 1, I was worried. We're not gonna keep any of these. Well, maybe we can keep a School Teacher. It could potentially be good. It feels a little bit slow though, so let's get rid of it. But yeah, I like your idea. I'm thinking about a weapon idea. The weapon never closes, even if it's your opponent's turn. So when enemies attack, they take damage too because the weapon is always open. Now, I don't 100% know how viable it is, but because it could be ridiculously broken, or the stats would have to be pretty low, so that way, if you do end up attacking with it, like actively, then it would be less good. But if you get attacked, you still get some value out of it. Okay, so it's an aggro druid. Gonna be a little rough here. I do like Alliance Bannerman though. But anyway, I think that that's a really interesting idea. Because it kind of reminds me of the Bulwark, right? The one where it lost durability when it's on the opponent's turn. If you take damage, it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. They're trading, that's fine. They're gonna pump these things up next turn by a lot. City Tax at least is something. Boom, this turn 4, this turn 5. Maybe this turn 5 actually, depending on what we need to do here. But anyway, point is, I think it's a really interesting, cool idea, and I wanna hear what other people think about it, whether it be in the live stream or in the comments when if this becomes a video. Living Roots into Coin Big Pump would be my guess. Not Coin Big Pump, just lots of minions. This is gonna have to be a City Tax turn. This actually is a beautiful City Tax turn, because 1, 2, 3 things have 1 HP, and the Trog died. I might have gone face with the Trog and forced me to train to a 2-2, but I guess it does play around City Tax a little bit better. So if I go City Tax into just Order in the Court, because I already have a couple of decent plays, I think that's best. Then we'll just go Order in the Court. It's not a big deal, but we get to play Cariel on 8 now. 5 will probably still be a rush minion. probably. Turn 7, we could play Anachronos, and as long as we're not dead by turn 7, we're fine. It could also just be like an Amber Watcher hero power. Never mind, we're just gonna play a Rush Minion and kill off a 3-4. Very happy I killed off their entire board just there. If I hadn't done that, I would have lost the game. Let's see here. We're gonna go, like I said, Daring Drake to kill this off. And we're fine. We're not even really gonna play this because I'd rather play it on 7 to get some extra value. Or after 7 if we need to. Order in the Court draws you Kazakhstan before Countess is drawn, so you can still get an insane battle cry. That's actually true. You'd have to take out Amalgam of the Deep, and Amber Whelp, and the Onyxian Warder. But that's not the worst thing in the world. It really is not the worst thing in the world. Because what you could do is you could run the Battle Viker in order to keep yourself having some 2-drops and potentially generate some extra resources. I'm gonna go Daring Drake again and then just kill off the Trog because it's gonna be the most annoying thing I have to deal with, I think. I just don't want them to get more copies of stuff. So I think you could do something like that. You could play the 2/4 that discovers you a Paladin card that's a taunt to make up for the Amber Whelp. And then, oh, also School Teacher and just some healing or removal to get rid of some other stuff. Like, it could work for sure. I just think that's a little bit greedy at the end of the day. Because, like, yes, it could work. And you'd have to run a second Order in the Court instead of just 1, which is what I've been running. But I just think you already have a good late game with Kazakhstan, and you already have decent mid game with your solid dragons. Like, what's the point in trying to go beyond that? I just don't think that it's really that good. Amber Watcher, we're gonna do this into Amber Watcher and just heal. Another Anachronos. Really, at the end of the day, all we have to do is just survive. So if we have a big thing to wipe the board, this is just really solid. Is this deck good to grind a diamond? I would say probably no, because Unholy Death Knight specifically is just so fast. Like, luckily I was able to win this matchup. That was weird. I was able to win this matchup because they had a lot of 1-drops, but if I did not have City Tax on that specific turn, I was going to lose the game. The problem is with Unholy Death Knight is they have similar number of pumps, but they have good death rattles. They have a little bit more draw, and the stats are kind of bigger, actually. We're gonna go Cariel, and at this point, they're just doomed. They really should just leave the game at this point. So this is just... Basically, this matchup needed the exact thing to go right to win. It happened, but this is just a weaker version of Unholy Death Knight. Right? This Druid deck is just a weaker version of Unholy Death Knight, so it already kind of struggled in this matchup. I think that it would struggle in other games as well. Can I play you yet? You're not active. Hero power. I don't really want to play you even though you've been pumped. Let's just summon 2 of these things and go face. We can play you next turn. Didn't quite have lethal, but I can find lethal next turn pretty easily. Was hoping the pump would go on this, or this, or this, or this, but it did not. It's okay though. Any news about the tournament? I haven't really gotten that many responses, and also in order to even possibly do it, I would need a sponsor, and I've reached out to like 6 or 7 different companies, and I've been responded to by 1 that said no thanks, and then all the other ones just like never responded. And at the end of the day, I'm a small creator with like 40 to 50,000 subs. A lot of companies would rather just work with other people.